Okay, this morning we are attempting to take out this portion of the cabinets because the dishwasher will be going right there. So even though it's one unit, Van's going to split it in half to make room for the new dishwasher. And then, of course, new countertops and cabinets will follow.
We got the plumbers coming.
Yes, the plumbers are coming this afternoon. So here we go.
And just tell them that the dishwasher only requires a cold.
And the small dishwasher that we bought, that's only 18 inches wide, only requires a cold water hose. And it heats the water up when you turn it on, which is pretty cool.
Get off here and
So the countertop is cut.
oh boy. We're trying to finish this.
Must be glued.
It's nailed.
It's nailed.
Yeah.
Countertop is off.
Hey. Alright, so I can just
So now you see the cabinet is coming out. I think it was put in there to stay, but he's getting it, which opens up space for us to have the dishwasher installed right next to the sink after we get the floor done. Moving right along.
I will talk as loud as I can. We're both having to wear our masks. I could not take it out of this unit. We're going to have to replace this entire section of drywall. And Jane says that that is a chipmunk. So now we got to clean all this out. And they had the cabinet down to the subflooring. Now that's the subflooring you see going that way. So now we got to clean all this out so we can continue to remove the flooring, and we'll have to put a piece back in there to replace whatever was there. So all This has got to be cleaned out, and then we're going to continue removing this flooring before the plumbers get here.
No.
What I got to do now is there is hot air flowing down to here. This is what they had to do to be able to get to the shower, right, and stabilize it. So now what I'm doing is I've got to square up this hole, right? So I'm going to start across here. Alright, and also I got to get halfway, so I got a screw surface. So I got to mark across here, okay, and I got to mark across here. Alright. So what I'm going to do now is take my handy dandy drywall saw,
Drywall saw.
alright, and then I got to
Please don't.
Alright. I'm going to switch to utility knife. Alright. Now the top looks okay. I'll come across here a little bit, and what I have to do is I got a screw surface on this side and this side, but I'm going to have to create a piece to go across here. And what I have to do is go out and use table saw to make little strips that are just where we take our drywall screws and put in place. So anyway, I'll start cutting this out, and then we'll go from there. Okay, what I'm cutting is what is called screw surfaces for the drywall. So this needs to be 16 7/8. I already got my table saw set up at 1/2 inch. That's how thick I want this to be. Let's go see if it fits. Alright, so I'm just sliding this in place. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I now got to cut this piece out of the drywall, and then I'll screw here, here, and here, 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 and here, and then I'll screw the piece of drywall that I got to cut aside. So right now, I got to make some measurements. I have got my little piece cut, and I also got these temporaries, right here, well not temporary, but screw surfaces done. Let's start over. Okay, I got my opening prepared. I got my little screw surfaces that I cut down to size, and now it's a matter to see if this piece of drywall will fit in. Alright, I went and cut it to size. Ooh, real tight, real tight. Alright. There you go. She's in. She's in. Now, the next thing you got to do is start the mudding, and I'll do that in just a second and show you what I'm doing. Okay, I've got my piece screwed in. Now remember though, this is actually going to be behind a cabinet. But anyway, I like this tape because it's sticky back and it's a mesh. And I love this new mud that comes with its own little putty knife. So what I got to do first is put some mud around and then start taping it, and then a little more mud. I'll come back, do a little sanding, and it'll be finished. So let's do some mudding first. Alright, this is the mud. Then I'm just applying it liberally, and it's going inside the cracks, covering up the cracks so we won't have an airflow. I'm just going all the way around, covering up my cracks, put me down some mud for my tape. Alright. Now we're going to set the mud aside for right now, and we're going to now put some tape. I've already got one right here, and I'm going to put it in place. Okay. Alright. I'm going to use my putty knife. Use my putty knife and put it in place. There you go. Alright. Now, it's just a matter of going all the way around on all four sides, and then I'll come back and put another thing of tape. Some mud on top of this tape. So like I said, I like this tape because it's sticky, but I'm wondering if I got 2 layers. Let's see. Not sure. Alright, gotta put some more on this side. Alright. Then I'm just going to take my putty knife and just put it in place. Alright. Now I'm going to put some down the bottom and come back and put me a layer of mud on the tape. I'll be back in a moment. In the background, we're playing this country station that is just playing some twangy stuff, so that's what you hear. Anyway, you can see that in the back there, I've got my first just simple layer of mud around my tape. Now, that has stopped the hot air from flowing down through the attic into this room that was just heating it up. So that's my first layer. I'm going to do a little sanding. Now, this is just practice. Now, when we get ready for putting out big sheets, then I'll show you how we actually cut them out. But for right now, that's it. And I'll wait till tomorrow or next time we're here to actually I'll be able to do my second layer of mud. It's good practice. All right, this is showing all the tools I used to make that little patch that we accidentally did when we were taking down the wall. So now I've been able to repair it. Now it's going to have a lot more mudding and a lot more sanding to get it to just disappear. So that'll be a second layer of mud after I sand it down. So when I get through, you won't be able to see it. I have been informed by my wonderful fellow backyard carpenter that all my effort to do that patch, and it's going to be covered by beadboard. Whew! It's the only word I can use for removing all that flooring, 3 layers of it, and then right in there, all they got is the subflooring. That, of course, we found the bones of an animal, and we put the little stove and the little dishwasher in place just to see what it looks like. Now that sink's going. All right, and then we got to get a new cabinet, and before all that happens, we're going to put down hardybacker board, and then we're going to put tile on this, and we're going to get new registers for the floor. Look, something looks really, really sharp.
So, and I don't have the mic on, but I think you can hear me anyway.